I always told myself I was going to the NFL. Like anybody I asked, it was always NFL. It wasn't anything else. So after that season, the Carolina Panthers came, and then I was like, yeah, I got a deep thigh bruise. I'm not really be able to run. He was like, no, you're running. And I was like, and Simeon tapped me. He was like, yeah, he's here for you. And I was like, okay. So I go out there and I try to do something. I mean, it wasn't the best because I was a little hurt, but I just knew that next season, my senior season coming up, I was going to train like harder than I ever had before. My first game, I actually ended up tearing my MCL, ended up missing half of that season, and just looking at the signs, I'm like, it's not going too well. And then I got back home, and I just had to realize like the signs, like everything's not meant for you, even though as bad as you want it, it might not be meant. So I kind of had to give it up, as bad as that did hurt. But yeah, that's how it went after my senior season. And then I just went back home and tried to figure things out. One day I just got on Facebook, and there was a guy I grew up with, Alan Stallings. We actually grew up on the same street. And I was scrolling, and I saw him. He had a nice truck, he had a house and all this, and I was staying at my aunt's house, like sleeping on the couch. So I hit him up. I was like, man, what are you doing? He's like, I work in NASCAR, do pit crew. I was like, how do you get into that? And he was like, well, I can put your name in, but I mean, you gotta do the work. And then I come to Charlotte to do the tryout, and it's literally 100 people, 100 guys like straight out of college, wrestlers, football players, basketball players, baseball players. So like, they're all like pretty fresh. So like, I'm thinking like, I'm so glad I was still like trying to do something. So there was 2 tryouts. It was like, I think the first tryout, and then they cut it down to like half the people. So I think the second tryout was like 50 people. Then they picked like 7 people out of that. And then I believe that I should have been picked when that happened. And like, even all the carriers, the tire carriers, like when we were all out there trying out, they were asking me questions. Like I knew what I was doing. I saw how they did it, so I just tried to imitate that. So they thought I was gonna get picked, but I didn't. Then a month later, after I didn't get picked, they called me back and told me somebody had just left and they wanted me to come in. So I got my chance like that. And I did 1 season with them. And after that, I ended up going to Roush Fenway, where I did 2 seasons. Then I came here in 2019, and I've been here ever since.
Attitude check. Bronco, right?